We're warming up by the fireplace with stories to warm your heart. Today on The Express.
On today's show,
the signs point out the key items that the food bank needs.
Find out why North Vancouver food banks are getting an extra helping.
We're going to start off with the soap.
See how the Beauty Night Society is bringing the 12 days of Christmas to the downtown east side.
Probably one of the biggest impacts that I can make in my diet.
Learn how what you eat affects the planet from Earth Safe Whistler's Potlucks.
The shift towards whole food, plant-based eating, getting connected to where your food comes from.
Woo! And later, quality assured collision road trip heads to Hemlock Resort. See that and more local expression.
Welcome to The Express, only on Shaw TV. I'm Johanna Ward at the Grouse Mountain Chalet. Hanging by the fireplace, it's a pretty good life, hey? This is definitely the time of year to take stock and be grateful for what we have, and to find ways to give back to others. Now, Christmas time is when local food banks get 80% of the funding that they need to operate for an entire year. And a local grocery chain has found a way to make it even easier for them to get what they need.
As you see, the shelves are very low.
Donations are down around 10% and the lines are up about 15%.
And we need all we can get.
Here at the Greater Vancouver Food Bank, everyone, including the volunteers, are struggling to understand why so many shelves are empty this close to Christmas, the season of giving.
There's a lot of people that aren't working right now and they really need the help. I mean, they wouldn't be coming here if they didn't need the help.
Longtime volunteer Kanik Zamora knows firsthand how important donations are to help keep local families from going hungry.
I've been homeless several times and I know what it's like to go hungry, but I do worry about all those children out there who need the help.
Grocery chain Loblaws, which has stores throughout the Lower Mainland, is trying to help.
I read a statistic that 900,000 Canadians every month use the food bank, and 38% of them are children.
Their extra helping holiday food drive makes it easy for customers to donate, even busy moms like Darcy McKenzie.
There's always a need for donations to the food bank, so I definitely make it a point every year.
Well, a lot of people don't know what to donate. They know non-perishable foods, but there's some that are better than others.
The high protein items, you know, the kids like peanut butter, that's high protein, keeps them healthy. Pasta sauces, beans, fiber.
The signs point out the key items that the food bank needs, and that's really helpful.
And this winter, there's another reason to stock up on some comfort food, mac and cheese.
You pay $5 for the mac and cheese, and $1 of the $5 will go right to the food bank, and the other $4 goes to buy 4 much-needed items for the food bank.
The staff here at the Greater Vancouver Food Bank say Christmas is often about sweets, but they want their clients to have a happy, healthy holiday.
A candy cane every now and again is great, but we're really looking for a can of tuna, so that's on our Santa wish list for sure.
The Extra Helping Food Drive is estimated to raise over 1 million pounds of food by December 15th, the final day of their campaign. I'm Bianca Solterbeck in North Vancouver for The Express.
The food banks are always low on baby products because they tend to be the most expensive. Just a little tidbit for you. Now, our next story on The Express is also about doing good and giving back. The Beauty Night Society provides self-help programming for women on the downtown east side 365 days a year. But they're doing things a little different for their own 12 days of Christmas.
We're going to start off with the soap, because I think it will fit nicely into the toe.
They may not look like Santa's elves, but these women from the Beauty Night Society sure act like they are.
We get a lot of hugs, and that's my favorite part, when there's hugs, a lot of joy.
Hugs and the joy are thanks to the 12 Days of Christmas campaign that will see 1,500 stockings delivered to women in need this holiday season.
I think it helps people just feel normal, and I think that's what all of us want in a lot of ways, is just to feel really good and just be respected and treated with dignity, and I think this is a great way to do that.
Making this event a success involves the community coming together.
So what we're doing is we have a local designer, Nancy Perot, who designs the stocking. High school students and community members decorate them. We have elementary school students also decorating and sewing. And then from there, community members come together and collect things, self-care items to fill those stockings with. So things like hotel soap, shampoos, conditioners, etc. And we do 1,500 of them. And then during the 12 days from December 12th to the 24th, we hand them out.
And the stockings stuffed with necessities and feel-good items like jewelry and makeup are very well received.
Thousands of miles away from my family and home, so I thought it was pretty nice. It left me with a really nice feeling because I don't care to put myself out there or all around or go visiting or expecting gifts or things like that. So it was really nice to take one home when you're not expecting it. Thanks, it's a great place to be.
Kim was so happy with her stocking that this year she's volunteering, joining the ranks of volunteers responsible for everything from collecting items to storing the goods until the stockings are stuffed.
Hi! My house gets transformed into a drop-off center, but it's a lot of fun sorting through everything, putting all the soaps together and all the moisturizers together, knowing that we can put one of each into the stockings later. Fantastic! Stockings! Yay! Oh, these are so cute!
And with time running out before the big day, everyone's working hard to ensure all the stockings are hung by the chimney with care. Or at least the next best thing. I'm Liz Craig in Vancouver for The Express.
The stockings will be handed out until December the 24th. If you'd like to get involved or have items you'd like to donate, the website is beautynight.org. You're watching The Express, and we're talking wild winter fun up next.
Quality assured collision road trip hits the slopes at Hemlock Resort.
Woo! Flying through the air was so exhilarating.
The wedding bells hit the lines at Zip Track in Whistler.
I got upside down!
You're watching local TV on The Express.
Community programming on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by...
The Express is brought to you in part by Plum, fashion supplier to host Johanna Ward.